everyone. How we doing tonight? We see you. I see you guys. I think. See everybody here. Riley, Cynthia, Candle Pros. You guys hear me? We good? Angel, how we doing? Good thing there's a one candle. Yeah. So yes. Really? So you saw 2 scalp pumpkin heads, huh? Wow. So, Melanie, thank you. Yeah, you're texting me, and I'm like, just join my live. Are there ads really? I thought I turned it off. Stupid thing. Yeah. So right. So Boo Crew, these guys right here, one per candle. So for this one here, the little devil, there's actually 2. There's this one, 2 labels actually. There's a doggy and a cat, but they're the same fragrance. But you can get one of each if you want there. It's the one closest to the black cat, right? Hat on the black cat last year, whatever it was. All right, yeah. So let's talk. So did y'all get your first launch? Anybody have any questions or any feedback they want to share about the first launch? The black jars. I got my adult beverage again. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so I would do this normally for Thursday, but it's back to school time already, and which is crazy to me. I know some of you folks in like the Southwest, Florida, Arizona, right? Because it gets so hot, kids go back to school early. But not up here. Yeah, Cynthia, right? Conjuring, totally like Witch's Cauldron, right? Very, 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 very similar. Very similar. Very similar. Wolfsbane is great, Carrie. Is this your first time having Wolfsbane? I was wondering if you've had Wolfsbane before or not. Let's see. 1 Haunted Hollows and 1 Pumpkinhead Riley. Cool. Very cool. Like Pumpkinhead and Nicole, not sure about Haunted Hollows. Haunted Hollows, I like it a lot. It's definitely certainly one of my favorites. Yeah, Carrie, first Wolfsbane, I hope it lives up to the hype that it historically has had. No, Sherry, Conjuring smells really similar to Witch's Cauldron when burning. Very similar. Very similar. So, yes. Do we have any questions here about the Boo Crew or even the Spellbound? I know, Spellbound. They lowered the price on it right down from 30 to 25. How marshmallow is Marshmallow Mummy? I hated warm and toasty last fall. I don't think it's that cooling. I think it's really nice and warm. Zombie Horde's your favorite. That's awesome. The apple smoky note is amazing. Boo Crew, which is the most unique? Ghost Stories is really cool for a unique fragrance. All right, so Boo Woo. So I had, yes, so we got Boo Woo here, and we've got Ghost Stories here. So there's between the 2. Boo Woo is certainly a lot more creamier, and a little bit brighter than the Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is a little bit warmer. Would I say Boo Woo is a gourmand? No, I mean, not really. More of a spicier candle. See. Yeah. So if I had to pick between Ghost Stories and Boo Woo, I'm picking Ghost Stories. Yeah, so Ghost Stories and Boo Woo, yeah, definitely picking the two between that. I have to get these just for this. Actually, yeah, so one, I think this whole collection, this Boo Crew collection, is going to sell out the first day. Just kind of feeling based on feedback I'm seeing and production numbers that they have. I don't know if it's half of what they had for the black jars, but it's certainly not what they had for the black jars. Any similarity to Wicked Vanilla Woods? Oh, I haven't burned that. I have that in the body care, I think. I don't know if I ever got that in the candle. That was light. That was a nice vanilla scent, though. The Kringle seems last year releases were more my cup of tea. I even liked last year's labels more. Yes, they did the ombre jars last year, and they did the Spellbound in the full size country jar with the stones in it. This year they're just doing the 16-ounce 2-wick jars for these guys, and the stones are already burned in. You're not shopping this launch? No worries. Which one is Dungeon with the QC pet label? Dungeon or bust? None. I know we're trying to get Dungeon come back next year. I think we might make that happen. Hopefully. I have animals, but love last year's jars much more. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of last year's collection in that thing. There's one, like the Black Cat was the only scent I really liked from there. Spellbound was okay. Again, I think Spellbound's. I like this year's Spellbounds too. It's certainly more mainstream than last year's. Yeah, I mean, we got the campaign to get Kringle to bring back Halloween a couple years ago, right? We got that going. I think we can probably get this going here again. I can get this going again. Sure. Animals I love last year. I saw that campaign. Yeah, Dungeon and Ghosts and Goblins. Best apple candle from this second launch. Oh, Bobbing for Apples. I love it. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Bobbing for Apples. It's like a nice, sweet, hearty, sour apple. Oh man, it's like Jolly Rancher-esque. It's so good. So good. I love the little alligator there. Can't go wrong with an alligator. Is that pumpkin beer? No, it's not. I haven't gotten around to pumpkin beers yet. I wish it was. The scents last year were a choice. Yeah. Yeah, they were a choice for sure. Can you rank the Boo Crew by strength? Yeah, I've burned all of them now. Yes. I just finished burning the Boo Crew today, and I've got one or two more Spellbounds to burn. Howl at the Moon, so far, it's the lightest of them all, for sure. And then the rest, Boo Woo and Howl at the Moon are the lightest. Then the rest are all about equally the same. The Scary Movie Night could probably be a little bit stronger. It's a really nice dungeon, like a damp, musty basement with a hint of sizzling ribeye, Cooper sharp, and sauteed onions. I'm more of a whiz without. I'm I don't know if that's acceptable, but I'm more of a whiz without person. Though I do appreciate the Cooper Sharp. For Boo Woo, can you smell the ginger? Not really. Where's Boo Woo? Where are you at here? Boo Woo. I'm not really getting that ginger note. I don't recall getting that ginger note. Let's see. What we got? Gee, John, if we're going up there. I think my story is because bobbing for apples went perfume to my nose. Really, Melanie? Really? I'm not really a perfume guy, but I don't know. Don't know. Yankee Candle Halloween labels are a disgrace. What do I have here? I got something here. What do I got here? Where do I put them? Oh. So we got, that's Yankee Candle, right? The tarot card. And then the Witch's Brew. Tarot card, Witch's Brew. Oh, Melanie, what are you promising everybody here? I know you're taking something from somebody. You're giving something to somebody. Melissa, I haven't burned either of those yet. I got the single wick. I'm gonna return the single wicks. I'm 2 wicks all day long when it comes to these Yankees. Let's see. Whizzes for tourist. I don't know. I like to whiz without. How come the Black Cat and the Pumpkin did not? I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Maybe they were just looking for this whole second launch to be completely different. I think they were just, I don't know, going for the Boo Crew. I don't know. To be honest with you. Fantastical Fall I got in the wax melts. I haven't really reviewed those yet. I got those in the wax melts. Whiz without and ketchup? Oh, no ketchup. No. Now, grilled cheese, take the grilled cheese and take the crust and dip it in ketchup. Then we're talking. Yeah, let's see. And you got to have the roast pork with the broccoli rabe. Come on, got to have that here in Philly. Oh, that right there, that so funny story about that. That was probably like the last time Yankee actually reached out to me. So that was when they were just coming out with the labels, the make your own label, and they had done it in New York City, and then they brought it back to the flagship store in Massachusetts, and they reached out to me and they said, "Hey, we want to make you a custom label." And I said, "Sure." So they just literally took my Twitter handle at the time. That's the Christmas ornament with the thing on it, and it's a Macintosh fragrance. So they sent that to me. So I just leave it in the cabinet there. I'll purchase candles from Yankee this Halloween. Part of my tradition. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go. I need to check out the trick or treat to see if it is the candy corn or if it's the candy corn and buttercream. So we'll see about that. I'm buying no bananas. Grilled cheese and ketchup, right? Try it. Will there be a fall reserve line this year? I don't see why there wouldn't be. I'm pretty sure there will be. Spooky spider cider. That was a good one. The spider cider from Homeworks is actually pretty good too. If you haven't tried that, it's actually a pretty good cider scent. Let's see. Also, will we get another interview with Mick? Yeah, so I did try to get Mick on tonight. He is actually on his way out of the country at the moment. We did try. I tried. So we'll see, but there will be something certainly going on with that. He was actually up at the factory all day today, so working on things up there. Yeah, so don't worry about that, Ruffles. Don't worry. We're going to get Mick back on, especially when the new format comes out, the new 3-wick format. Another interview with Virgil? Yeah, sure. We can get him on, talk about the when we tie down or when he gets the candles ready to launch. Sure. I don't think he's on the honeymoon yet. He just got engaged. Okay. So what do we think about Spellbound? Spellbound is kind of an all over. Do you like that they dropped the price? Do you think what are your thoughts on them dropping the price? Curious on that one. I think it's the first time they've done that. Go out for 30 and then come down 25. Yeah, Doug's definitely putting out some content right now with the reviews of the Spooky Town stuff. I missed the Spellbound packaging, but the price is nice. I'd be more likely to purchase a Spellbound if it was in the same jar as last year. So I think since they're not doing the country candle format anymore, I think they just didn't want to bring any more of those jars to do that. So they had these 16-ounce jars, with 2 wicks and the stones. If I have one of my stone. So yeah, they're gonna look like this. And the ones I burned with the stones inside, crystals inside. And they're actually strong this year. Really liking them. They're actually some good sense in the Spellbound. Yeah, Melanie, I do believe. I agree with you on that one. Yes, Abundant Blessings is really, really nice if you like honey fragrances. Really nice. Really, really nice. And I'm not one for honey, but man, it is nice. There was they did, remember the Kringle country jars, Halloween jars from a few years ago, like the very first launch. I think it was like Sleepy Hollow. That had a honey fragrance in it there. Yeah, this is Abundant Blessings is really nice. Really, really nice. I don't like cutesy candles. I want more Bloody Scary. Yeah, it's 2 to 3 different collections, different target audience there for sure. I agree. The Spellbound fragrances would be better for spring. Should have brought back Spirit's Call. That was a good one. That was really a good one. Did any of the Spellbound candles actually bring the magic they had written on them? Yeah, so these, I don't know, not so far. Are the ones that I burned. I mean, I don't know if they brought money in my pocket last year. I'll have to go back and look, but had a good tax return. Still have half a Spirit's Call. How strong is the blood orange note in the fire one? I haven't burned that one. I'm saving that one for last because I do not like those sharp cinnamon fragrances like sparkling cinnamon and home sweet home. I don't like those kind of types of fragrances at all. So I'm trying to avoid that and just burning it last. What is the optimal length of time? I would go 3 to 4 hours. That's what I've been doing. No more than 4 to play it safe, but they pull nice, and they're performing well. No soot. I would trim the wicks though. Like they are coming pretty tall, as you can see there. I would certainly trim those wicks down. Let's see. Yes, the Spirit Squad is my favorite. Let's see. Some just like red. Yeah. Melanie, it is so red hot cinnamon. It is not my thing. What are my top 2 in the Boo Crew? I've got to go with Scary Movie Night and Ghost Stories are going to be my favorites in that collection there. And the black jars. Oh man. What was my favorite? Pumpkinhead was up there. Conjuring. Off topic. I saw something about Kringle holiday candles launching 9/4. I hope that's not true. Way too early. I don't know. I know they launched holiday before Halloween last year. That I know they did. So I don't have any confirmed information about that. Someone has Pumpkinhead listed for eBay for $125. Now that is just scalping prices right there. That's horrible. That's just it's scented wax, people. That's all I always say. Scented wax. I love the strong cinnamon. I really like Demogorgon candle. That was good. It's good. All-time favorite pumpkin candle. Oh man. Pumpkin carving's good. Goose Creek had a really nice pumpkin candle a few years ago, way back. It was like the pumpkin guts type deal. Um, Still having a reserve launch for fall. Yeah, they probably will have a reserve launch for fall. I not confirmed, but going by track record, they should. What scent pairs well with Witch's Cauldron? Man, Witch's Cauldron is just a very powerful candle. I'm not sure what you would pair it with that it wouldn't overtake. A pumpkin scarecrow. Is that the orange one? Right, there was a black, orange, and white one. I know I had that one. Can't recall. Let's see. I'll put that up there so y'all know. Let's see. Yeah, I'd have to pull that out. Which city? Yeah, Ruffles. We'll work on that for sure. I totally get the point of putting the toddler to bed. Um, it's 8:30 here almost. No, I haven't bought any of the Goose Creek ones. I saw they were doing what 6 for 70 the other day. Then I heard someone say that a lot of them were ones of the Scooby Doo collection from last year. Um, I don't know. I feel like Goose does a lot of um, like the same fragrances and just renaming them because they're constantly coming out with collections. They can't constantly be coming out with 10, 12 new fragrances every time. At least I don't think they are. Poison apple would go well together. It might. It might. I'm not sure how strong the poison apple is. Like I said, Witch's Cauldron is just oof. Melissa, Queen of the Girl Grease said I was a really great guy. And I'm like, oh, great. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, from Bonnie. Yes. Goose Creek Witch's Cauldron. Yeah. The Trick or Treat from Goose Creek is a very popular one. It's that apple fragrance. What do we think about Bath and Body Works this year? Right, that kind of fell flat, unless they have something else up their sleeves, which I heard they might, like a Disney villains type thing. But I think they fell flat on their Halloween launch this year. Yep, it can, and it will. It will overpower most everything. Yeah, ice cream fill. I love that, but again, not Halloween. And I think that's the cola candle, the vanilla cola candle from like 5 years ago or something like that. I smelled. It smells the same to me. Yankee Black Magic and Haunted Hollows and Goose Creek. Yeah, yeah. Cola scents. I don't know why they don't do. Um, DW Home did one. They did that whole soda soda bottle candle vessel last year or 2 years ago. They have like a Sprite one, a Mountain Dew one, orange soda one, cherry Coke one. Does Little Devil smell like Pumpkinhead? Mm, yeah, sort of, kind of. This is probably a little sweeter. It doesn't have that orange note in it, but it's definitely sweeter than Pumpkinhead. So what Kringle did, and like I said before, they hold back some fragrances to allow, like, so they ship everything out, and then once they get like an all clear that nothing was damaged in transport or whatever, they will then release those onto the site, and it's not many. But yeah, they did have a drop like yesterday or today, a little bit, but yeah, it was not a restock, not a repour. Let's see, man, you got a Dutch apple waffles. Is that new? I don't keep up with Bath and Body Works as much as I probably should. But this Saturday, if you're a Yankees reward member, free candle. Go into a store if there's a store near you. Free candle. I think it's a full size candle too. I guess it's what they're doing to show people, hey, this is a new formula. So the Kringle price drops. I think it was really you guys. It was everyone who commented on all the posts that the ambassadors posted about, saying, "Hey, $30 for 16, not cool, not really worth it, right? When you're going to spend $34 for a 22-ounce candle versus $30 for a 16-ounce candle." So I mean, it was really you guys did that. Yeah. So Pumpkinhead did restock. Uh, well, not restock, but they released it. And if they're gonna, they can't pour that one again. I guess they don't have the oils for it, but they can't pour Pumpkinhead again this year. But there is a possibility that the ombre jars, the Bucru, could be repoured, but it would be later on. It wouldn't be early in the season. It would be later on. Yes, correct. So it is not right, not near an outlet, not valid at an outlet store, only a full price store. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, this table is bouncy. Thank you for clarifying that. Two stores in California? Really? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So cranberry chutney is Melanie's favorite Yankee Candle fragrance of all time. Fun fact. Keep complaining those under 20. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Um, let's see. Yep. Yeah, see. Melanie has a fun scent history with cranberry chutney. Cranberry chutney, especially at Thanksgiving time. I have a cranberry chutney. Oh gosh, remember when they used to do the 2-wick 22-ounce tumblers in paraffin wax? It was short lived. I have one of those left. Yeah, Melanie, did you open the stuff in the bags you sent me the other day? Yankee should have Halloween accessories. Um, I don't know quite yet what they're going to have, but they should. I don't see why they wouldn't. Um, yeah, I don't know where the paper went, but yeah, Forbidden Apple is back. That was a favorite from years ago. And again, that the trick or treat candle, I can't wait to smell that because it's either gonna be candy corn or it's gonna be the candy corn buttercream combo, I think, and it might be a completely different fragrance. But Which one has equal parts marshmallow and wood? That's kind of a ghost stories, and doesn't really quite have marshmallow in it. Has vanilla and a little bit of that woody note in here. Marshmallow, mummy marshmallow in the black line. It's also black jar line is good. So Melanie went for the '90s nostalgia vibe. Yeah, Harvest, Spice Pumpkin, Pumpkin Apple. Okay, all right. Um, Harvest, not Harvest. Yeah. So I don't know. So they do a lot of different things. They will post pictures of some things, and there are some things that were supposed to come out this year, earlier in the year, and they're getting pushed back to next year. So it takes them like a year, 6 months to a year, really. They'll start working on Halloween 2026 in about probably like September, October is when they'll really start hammering it out. But yeah, there's definitely Riley, thank you for joining. Have a good dinner. But yeah, they will try things and maybe it didn't work out. Who knows? But they test. You I haven't heard of it is coming out this year. Going to the Thanksgiving collection with colored jars similar to Easter jars. Yeah, okay. Cranberry chutney, pumpkin pie, bring back sweet potato casserole. Okay, all right. Can see that. Fright Night. Fright Night's the only one missing. Well, no, so is Bad Moon Rising, but Fright Night, officially one of the original four, is missing. Uh, we'll get a yeah. It's already the what 10-year anniversary. What they started doing in 2014 was the last year that they did Halloween up until 20 was it 2019? I think it was 2019 when they came back. Original Thanksgiving was yeah, and they had the turkey candle. What was it? Thanksgiving Blessings, I think it was called. Ariana, welcome. Doesn't matter if you're late or not. Just hanging out, hang out for a half hour or so. Just chat. I don't think you need to. I think you just need to show up and be a rewards member, right? They'll punch in your phone number. I don't think you need to have a special code or anything. I think you just have to be a rewards member for the free candle. Yankee. Yeah, right. 2012 and then 2014 exactly. Yeah, 2 years. And I think they only poured once that entire time. Kids are not back in school yet, but all the pre back to school functions are starting to happen. They're more social events than anything. Um, but yeah, they would love them to be back in school. It's been a long summer. Long summer. Yeah, so reminder, these are not a midnight launch. Coming out on Friday, 12 noon Eastern time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So no midnight launch for these guys. So um, I do think the Boo Crew is going to go first. I think it's going to sell out completely. My prediction. Um, who knows? Could be wrong. And Spellbound, I don't think we're going to see sellouts in Spellbound right away. But definitely Boo Crew. I think we're going to see sellouts for sure. What else we got? Kringle's Haunted House, the first one, right? Um, was that the one that was like first snow? Or was that the second one? That was like first snow. I have so many candles. So it's a set memory. Comes and goes. Take a quick break at work and order. Yeah, I would suggest logging in ahead of time. Make sure your payment is up to date. Make sure you can sign in and just add the cart, add the cart, add the cart. Use a discount code if you want. and then check out. Yeah, I'll check the spam folder for this week. Will the price drop on Spellbound remain after launch? Yeah, it will remain $25 after launch. And then obviously we might see as we get closer to Halloween, like last year, they did do more discounts on the candles, what was left. Carrie, appreciate that for using the code. In the basement, I have those giant metal racks you see at Costco. They're like 4 feet long and they're steel. I've got a couple of those. I need to do a purge soon, but yeah, that's where I store everything. And then, like with the Bath and Body Works ones, I'll store them in the crates. I think I can fit like uh, 8 or 9 candles back because they each hold a couple 100 pounds each shelf. Get them when they're on sale. Will I ever do a candle tour? I might. I might. I need to go through because I just need to go through the collection. Oh, hello, Ellie and Ava. I'll go with Ava. Eva. My daughter's stuffed elephant is named Ellie. Original. Hey, Mick is here. So he is able to stop. So Mick is in the chat if you guys have questions. Mick can chat. Like I said, he is on his way overseas, but Mick is here. I'm going to say hi real quick. All right, Mick. So while I've got your attention here, real quick, there is a campaign to get Dungeon back. So you heard it here first: Dungeon back and Fright Night back for next year. So Dungeon, Fright Night, make it happen. And people aren't taking no for an answer, apparently. There you go. I think the campaign worked. Where is it here? He says, sold. He'll make it happen. So here's a question Mick wants to put up. What do we all think is a boo crew? Surprised at the response. I love so Mick. I don't know if I told you, but Scary Movie and Scary Movie and Ghost Stories are my 2 favorites from this collection. Tips on using rewards. Well, you can't combine with the ambassador code, so you got to figure out which is going to save you more money: the ambassador code or a reward. 20 off 60 or however you do that there. Should we bring the characters back each year in new sense? Don't take away Scary Movie Night. But yeah, I think continuing the characters, in my opinion, continuing the characters along is a good thing. Especially the alligator. We need more of that little alligator there. Oh man, so many good things here. We got that. We got that question there. More gourmands. Melanie and her gourmands. Her gourmands. Yeah, last year's didn't really hit like these. Yep. I think the cuteness and more gourmand. Bats and toads. Yeah, there's no froggy on here. Is there a frog in this one? That was a frog. No frog. But bobbing for apples with the alligator. Need more alligator. That guy's so cute. The Gourmand scents sound very good. Please more Gourmand. Yes, to the characters and even accessories. Let's see what we got. Ditto Morgamon. Yeah, Boo Crew. Like I said, I think he's going to sell it the first day. There you go, folks. Kringle is getting a lot more gourmands for next year. From the horse's mouth, right there. And Melanie is dancing. Carrie says, not sure, too witchy for her. I think, Mickey, you're going more mainstream kind of for this Spellbound, it looks like. We got, please don't. I don't think they're going to stop the spooky scents. I don't see that happening. That's a really popular launch for them. So there you go. So we had as far as the Spellbound Collection, I think he's referring to, they wanted to use the machines to paint them, right? Because it's easy to paint these guys. And they had the jar, so that's how the Spellbound Collection came to be this year. Yeah, I don't think they're going away. Right there with you, right? And they better not stop the scary ones. Okay, Mick's bored into playing. Well, if he doesn't come back, thank you, Mick, for joining us here for the quick little bit. I think it's definitely appreciated for sure. Yep, that's Mick is great, very approachable, very honest, has nothing to hide. And if you guys have seen any of my live chats that I've done with him over the past couple of years, quite the open book. He is just a great all around fella. Yeah, and exactly what I just said. He's just an open book there. So a couple years ago, Kringle switched from their paraffin blend, their paraffin wax, to an all 100% soy wax blend. So Yankee's not quite 100% soy wax. They're not. They're saying it's a plant-based blend, but they haven't fully come out and said it's 100% soy wax. So the wax blend that Mick and Kringle uses, they took them a couple years to develop, and that's how they're. That's the difference right there. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. He did say earlier that he might be able to join, but I didn't want to get anybody's hopes up. But like I said, he is traveling over to Ireland there. I didn't want to get did not want to get anybody's hope up and him not join. So kind of secret there. Because you guys asked for it last time. You want to get Mick onto a Halloween live, so we kind of won for a little bit. Come on for a little bit. Please always use let's see, real artist. So they do have an in-house designer that worked on these labels. Oh yeah, if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a ton of lives. I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 lives I've done with Mick, and like one was almost like 3.5 hours, and it's just a wealth of knowledge that he has in the industry. So if you have some time, put it on in the background, listen to it. It's great. It's him and I. Then there was one with him, myself, and Melanie. We did one, a couple, and usually we do it when there's like a new kind of product coming out. So we're gonna try to get together when the new formats come out. But yeah, certainly check YouTube there. And you've done on-screen interviews. We did one for the Country Candle when they switched to the soy wax and everything else. We got here. Poll would be really fun. Yeah, I agree. Agree. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, Christmas stroll, guys. If you've never experienced the scent Christmas stroll, highly, highly, highly recommend you give that one a shot this year. Highly recommend it. It was a scent that was actually designed and created um, by Mick's father, Mike Kittredge. One of his last fragrances that he designed. I don't know if the new three wicks are launching with the spring. Um, I don't know where they stand with that yet. Okay. All right, Mick. So the new three wicks, for a quick question here, are the new three wicks launching with spring 2026? Abduction. Abduction. I love the use of the metallics and the beam. Great, great use of the metallics there. Yeah. So it is. From what I understand, they didn't make as many. Um, and because they weren't expecting the response. Here we go. Question posed on the screen, and Mick needs everyone's help. We want to know about scents that people want us to bring back in Kringle from country, or old ones that need to return. I'm gonna put my vote out there: Plumeria, lemon rind, and fresh cut grass. I know it wasn't a country scent, but fresh cut grass needs to return. So Cozy Cabin is bad. It is in the Kringle line. All right, people, get your votes out here. So we've got kettle corn, sweet stuff, banana bread, cinnamon bark, kettle corn. Said that again. Sweet stuff again. Golden tobacco. Barn board, barn board. Yes, barn board, Adrian, barn board. Harvest Moon, that was a good one there. Yeah, I would do. Yes, I can do. Look at it, a poll on my YouTube post. I'll see what I can do there. But yeah, yeah, we'll figure this out here. We'll figure it out. Grapefruit and raspberry. Yeah, golden tobacco, twilight moon, twilight tonka rather. Silent night. Blueberry maple is a good one. Macintosh, that was another good one. Lumberjack. And then he also did that military lineup, right? The first responders line. That was a good one. There you go, folks. Right there. They're gonna try to do a second run and maybe Pumpkinhead if they can get the material. So if they can get the what it takes to make Pumpkinhead. They will try. Cosmic Cupcakes was great. The peppermint one was good. Peppermint Kiss. Fresh cut grass. The which was with the equivalent of the Field of Clover. Field of Clover. Warm apple pie. Yup. Holly berry. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out tonight, see how we can get the poll going here, and how many options we can get, or I just do do a post here. Do a video. We'll figure it out. Yeah. How are people liking the Fourwicks? Have you guys tried the Fourwicks yet? They are monsters. Still waiting on that Fourwick Witch's Cauldron, Mick. Where is it? Still waiting on that one. Iced Tea, yep. Love the Fourwicks. Beloved Fragrance Finds loves the Fourwicks. Melanie loves the Fourwicks. Yeah, I want that Witch's Cauldron in a Fourwick. That'll really make you leave the house. That's exactly. That's what I said. It's you need to open all the windows. Herbal tea, is herbal tea discontinued? Is that phasing out of the lineup? I know they do phase things out of the lineups. That was a spring set from like 2 years ago, so they do just fade out. Just burn salted maple, and I really don't feel like it gets enough love. Might be the strongest candle I've ever burned. Salted maple pumpkin. We got a request for more air fresheners for the cute black cat and pumpkin and the car air freshener. Cemetery Lane. Great pumpkin again, reserve. We just ordered more cars to make a lot more. Okay, we're gonna have some new car air fresheners at some point. Jelly donut and a 10-wick. I don't think you need a 10-wick for that one to perform well. 4-wick is way more than enough. How do you like the air fresheners? I've been using the Witch's Cauldron lately, and because it does have the OG label on it, so it has the OG label on her. Halloween wax melts. Don't know. 4-wick golden tobacco. 4-wick Old Saint Nick. Yeah, Carrie, the Witch's Cauldron in my use has been the strongest so far and the longest lasting of the air fresheners. So Chris likes the air fresheners. I love the old witch. She's awesome. She's awesome. Can the new soy wax not take color well? Smick wants to know, how long are people getting with the air fresheners? So once you put it in the car, how long are you using it? How long is it lasting? And how do you feel they compare to other brands? So like the Yankee Candle ones, the Scentworks ones, the Homeworks ones, Bath and Body Works has a few now. I think Sinister smell. Yeah, Sinister to me was exactly like Jelly Donut last year. No one else got that. I'm glad you did. All right, Mick. So Chris says that they are comparable to the Yankee Candle paper air fresheners. Bring back the old witch. Yes, bring her back. Maybe we get a limited edition pour of that next year with her on it there. Chris says it lasted about 1 month in the car. So there you go. Wax takes the color well. Just want to explain how many individual SKUs we have to manage when you have a large medium wax melt daylight and it's just so many unique products to make. So there's good honest answer there. Yeah, Kim's showing some love for the translucent jars. That was a good choice, I think, as well. Right. So it's all about focusing on the product that they can offer, better quality control and whatnot as well, I would assume. So Glenda here says that the car fresheners last longer than Bath and Body Works. She can only get a week from the Bath and Body Works ones. I guess if you're referring to the lilac, fresh lilac air freshener. If you have throat problems, I don't know the answer to that. Mick might be able to join in, but I know they do have a good customer service department. You can always reach out to them and discuss with them on a case by case basis. So you want black wax in the soy wax next year for Halloween? That's a request. Some cards can last as long as a month. So you're referring to the Kringle wax, the Kringle air fresheners lasting as long as a month? So there's your answer. So they try to make everyone happy. It's hard to take advantage of that. Yeah, some people are naughty, just like the folks buying. I don't know, Mick. Did you hear that somebody put Pumpkinhead on eBay for 125 bucks today? I always suggest email customer service, and 99% I would try to accommodate there. So like I said, case by case basis there. So black wax can make it difficult for the candle to burn. Yeah. I've had that experience with some Yankee candles, some older single wick Yankees in the dark blue or the black wax in the paraffin. There you go. So thank you for answering. We got a employee shout out here, Mick, for somebody. There's a certain man you have working at the counter. It's so sweet and very funny. You love them. So some good employee feedback there. Yeah, to make it jet black requires about 10 times the volume of dye. Otherwise, it's gray, so it can clog the wick. Yeah, the gray wax, that paraffin blending I had a couple years ago. I think that would suffice. Yes, Angel wants to know: would you consider doing polling for maybe 2 or 3 cents per season? Kringle has nailed Halloween. Yep. They are definitely at the leaders of the Halloween fragrance movement. Someone's fine with the white wax. So I think what she was saying was maybe every season, um, folks would vote on 3 scents they want. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kringle is the king of Halloween. So yeah, Mick likes the idea, loves the idea of voting on scents. Right. Vote for returning favorites. What all-time scent is Mick most proud of? Mick, what is your favorite scent that you've created and designed? What's your all-time favorite? Yeah, put a poll on the Kringle Candle website. That's probably the fairest way because there are some folks who aren't in any of the Facebook groups. Some folks don't know about the Facebook groups. So I think putting it in there, maybe email blast, something along those lines. Lavender blueberry was so good. Love that one. All right, everybody else, I think. There you go. Christmas is his favorite and our best-selling, cleanest burning fan favorite. I'm gonna go Christmas stroll over Christmas in my opinion, but Christmas is great. Is Christmas stroll is like my all-time favorite candle fragrance, Christmas candle fragrance. Oh, Mountain Chalet was good. I like that one. That was a good one. Yeah, so I think some folks don't have Facebook, so I think doing it in the on the homepage or an email blast. Um, I can do some stuff on here about what scents to come back, and I can get it over to you and Joe. Blue spruce. The original blue spruce, not that country blue spruce, Mick. The original blue spruce. Angie Angel wants to know are the Mercury jar is coming back this year for Christmas. Maybe let's see, just got 2 Christmas shows about a month ago. It's great fragrance. Great fragrance. What about let's see. Pure so that's what you did back in the original unicorn poop. That like got what 100 in like a day or so of the pre-orders. So pre-order type vote. If we get 200 pre-orders, we make it. The pre-order idea is a good one. Hang on. Candles are phthalate and paraben free. And I have that unicorn pooper in a jar over here. It's so much fun. So much fun. Cool, Valerie. Well, yeah, I think I hope you're impressed with the sense that you got. Before I go, Melanie wants a prayer situation. Take her money. There you go. Some sends might take a year to get enough pre-orders, and it would trigger. Yeah, definitely some logistics probably to be sorted out. Sounds like, but on the right track. Spooky Treats needs to come back. Was not a fan of that one. Melanie, thanks for hanging out. All right, what is it with y'all on those black band country fragrances? Cauldron Spell and Spooky Treats. So Kim wants to know as long as you should burn a candle before blowing out for safety. I believe it does say 3 to 4 hours, no max on the bottom. Not sure if it says it on here. Yeah, it says do not burn candle for more than 3 to 4 hours at a time. So that's the official statement on the bottom of the jars there. Mick says indefinitely. I will say though, I have let them go longer than 4 hours, and they've been fine. As long as you're home and monitoring it, of course. Yes. Yes, Mick does not recommend that. But he also probably has the safety things at the factory. Does anyone repurpose empty jars? So Anne does, and she trims them. Have some of the got some big carbon balls here on some of these guys. Yeah, trim the wicks and not have flamethrowers. Yeah, so like I said, definitely if you get a candle like this, trim the wick. It's right at the top there. Currently in transit. Melissa, I hope we get them soon. Burn the rose candle 12 hours at a time. Asian Zest. That's a great one. So, I know you can do it. I have done it in these. Last year I took them out. This year I kept them in. Kind of wish I kind of took them out because now I got to, probably burn the candle really all the way down and scoop them out, or just when it liquefies enough, just go in there and kind of take them out. But I think they're good to go with in or out. Bring back Pumpkinhead and Conjuring next year. I think we can definitely guarantee a Pumpkinhead based on how popular it was this year. And I definitely like that they went with more new fragrances, and less returning this year compared to last year. We only had 6 new last year, and 12 returning. I think this year they flipped around and it worked out really well. Oh, they used to have. There was a sunflower fragrance in the country line at one point. All right, thanks, Mick, for joining us. Appreciate that. Have a safe flight and enjoy your time over in Ireland with Maggie and the family. Have a few Guinnesses while you're over there. Safe trip. All right, so that was a fun little surprise. Like I said, Mick's always an open book, honest, listens to everybody, and just really wants to have a awesome candle company. What we got here? So yes, I'll work on that poll for the returning country fragrances. See if we can get a poll lined up there of what everybody wants. I'll go through YouTube. I'm not sure how many options I can add. Maybe just do comment based. We'll see. Um, yeah, so you got some good information. So if they can re-pour Boo Crew and get the ingredients for Pumpkinhead, they'll try to do that this year. And 2 wicks Spellbound because they had extra jars laying around and wanted to do something differently. How did I become acquainted with Kringle? Man, God, it was, let's say 2025. It was around 2020, 2017, 2018. Probably really kicked off in 2019. Mick and I just started talking, and it's how the rest is history. Christmas stroll is your favorite? Yeah, it's so good. So good. Anyone repurpose their 4-wick jars? That's a question here. Love the positivity. Yes, it's a fun thing. Except for that person selling Pumpkinhead for $125. They are not in our community. That's for sure. Is there anything else I missed here? Got your zombie horde. Like it, don't know what it smells like. Pumpkin or apple and smoke. That's what it smells like to me. It's not there? Where'd they move it to? What happened to it? Has to be there. Really? Really? Hmm. Yeah, Christmas stroll. So good. So good. Yeah, so there's a flea market I go to on Sundays, and there are these couple women that they have their stands, and it's all Bath and Body Works. Like they must go when it's like on sale, 20% off, 12.95 plus 20% off, and they're selling the candles, the body wash, all that stuff. They have the Victoria's Secret body product, body care products there, and the wallflowers. It's like, come on, come on. Broke. Well, they can afford a new chair after this Halloween launch, I'm sure. Can you place an order with fall and Halloween candles? Yeah, you can combine. Yeah, because they're shipping right away. So, um, like I said, the if you can get your Boo Crew order in first and then go back for the fall, they might sell out. I don't know, but yeah, you can combine, do one order with both. Okay, well, they need a new chair then. We got Dungeon back. We'll get the chair back. Oh, really? A lot of theft? Okay. Yeah, it's just crazy. You go there, they have all the wallflowers and they have, 20 of each of the Halloween accessories. It's just crazy. Which of the Buku am I purchasing? So, I've debated this, and based on the numbers that they have, I don't feel like it's fair because I already have them. They were generous to give them to me there. I don't think it's fair that I buy them and someone else have to miss out because I already have them. So if I were to buy them, scary movie night and ghost stories are definitely a purchase. Followed by Howl at the Moon. So that's my stance on that. Boo woo, it's creamy, creamy plummy. Very nice though. You know, the cardamom is warm spices. What did I purchase? So from the first launch, I bought two of the Wolfsbane. I bought a Black Cat because folks were telling me I needed to try it. I hadn't that. I ordered Witch's Cauldron for the new label. I ordered a Sleepy Hollow for the new label, and I ordered a Candy Corn for the new label. So those are the ones I ordered from that. So here is Ghost Stories. There's Ghost Stories, Puppy and a Kitten. Little Devil. So this comes in the two different candles, one with the doggy here and one with the cat. Same fragrance. And you are able to get one of each. Here's Boo Woo. Howl at the Moon. There. And then my favorite, Scary Movie Night. My favorite. Yeah, the Howl at the Moon, the strength it needs to come up a little bit. But I like the fragrance a lot. Yeah, candy corn does have a strong almond note in there. I need to burn that one, see how it goes. Now, candy corn is not really good vanilla scent. It's more like almond and caramel, really, this year. But stay tuned. Check out the Yankee Candle Trick or Treat because I think it's going to be candy corn and buttercream. It says candy corn sugar on the front. So that kind of leads me to believe it's going to be the buttercream. We'll see. Yeah, the Kringle corn, right, Anne? It was Kringle corn for the first 2 years there, then it became candy corn. Kringle corn was amazing there. Yeah, Melissa, I think I answered that. I got the Black Cat, 2 of the um, Wolfsbane, Witch's Cauldron, Black Cat, Candy Corn, and Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, they did. So Mick did tell me that they changed it. So we'll burn. I like the label. The label the past couple times had the little pumpkins on it. That's not candy corn to me. Candy corn's the standard candy corn there. It's okay, Melissa. It's okay. It's only 9:20 here. We'll wrap it up here soon. Yeah, we'll wrap it up in a little bit there. But it was nice having Mick on chat, and I hope you guys get what you want. Like somebody said, these are gone by 12:10. Yeah, I think possibly. Yeah, I think possibly. These are gonna be sold out real quick. Yeah, all the Halloween labels look good this year, especially with the metallics that they used on them. I need another Wolfsbane. Yeah, I think it's still available. I don't think that one's sold out yet. That's great. Devil's Baby Powder. I'll never get over that description. They go on sale this Friday, August 15th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Both Boo Crew and Spellbound Collection. So Friday, 12 noon Eastern. Abduction label is killer. Isn't it great? It's great. Wolfsbane seems really love or hate for people. I'm in the love category on that one. And it's also got that nostalgia, right? It's one of the original 4 Halloween fragrances: Fright Night, Wolfsbane, Kringle Corn, and Witch's Cauldron. So I think it definitely has that. nostalgia. Your Wolfsbane is light on cold. Man, mine is really strong on cold. I haven't burned it yet, but it is strong. Smells like the old Wolfsbane to me. I do have the whole collection in the original 8-ounce single wick jars. I have a couple in the daylights. So. Yeah, Doug is a huge Wolfsbane fan. He's the one that did that description of the Devil's Baby Powder, and I think he also did the. He also say that the Black Magic from Kringle or from Yankee was like a dominatrix. Because it's like leather, smoky leather. Pretty cool. It's a great fragrance. We're gonna wrap this up in 8 minutes, so we'll go to 9:30. We'll go to 9:30 tonight. Doug is really involved in the Spooky Town stuff. I think he does burn candles still, but he's involved in that and a few. Like he's huge into the scale monster trucks. Like he runs that on the weekends. Going around the monster trucks, RC controlled. There you go. The Wolfsbane in store was as strong as a reserve line. Crazy strong. How is the store looking these days? I know they got rid of like the toy section and stuff. Yeah, Spooky Town. I got the Michael's exclusive Ferris wheel. Might do a review on that. Let's see here. And you're welcome. Yeah, it feels like family. It does. And Carrie, thank you. Appreciate the kind words, everyone. Yeah, Dr. Pepper, right? That's definitely a memorable one as well. And that was like the original one. And I know when it came back out, it got toned down a little bit, where it wasn't quite as smoky, but it's still there. And it's great. It's still that's the king of Halloween fragrances to me. To me, that's just the king. Haven't heard from Shane. Hope he's doing well as well. I know he did move out to Seattle, I think, Pacific Northwest, somewhere out there. How can we check? So if you go in the bottom left of the Kringle site, there's like a little gift box icon. I think if you click on that and you sign in, it'll show you all of your rewards that you have. Shane is somewhere out west, I think. Well, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Lewis, for the kind words. Yeah, once you smell, I assume you're talking about Witch's Cauldron. Once you smell it, you never forget it. Yeah. I don't know that I did. I might this year because have some new pieces. I didn't do a village last year, but I do have one of Doug. And if you guys know, Doug selling backdrops, really nice foam board backdrops that are printed on really nicely. They have cutouts for your cables. I do have the Carnival one of that I used a few years ago. Good quality stuff there. Oh, by the way, this boo sign is from the dollar store. That's Lewis from Target. Just got him online. And that little neon thing over there, little pumpkin, is also from the Dollar Tree. They're going up to $1.75 on things, man. Cheaper to get stuff elsewhere instead of there anymore. Crazy. Have I tried caramel sundae candles? No, I haven't. I know it's like a huge thing where you have to get on at the restock or you miss it. Kind of like that one wax melt company. If you don't get the restock at the right time, it's gone. I know Katie's tried them. I haven't tried them. Are they worth the hype? Someone, if you've tried them, are they worth it? Yeah, my kids love candles. They love smelling them. Every time I get a new box in, they're the first ones to do that. Check them out. Oh, is Brass Coffin launching tonight? I'd seen some of their stuff. Thank you for all you do with the rising cost of candles. I don't buy it before reading. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so they actually watched one of Shane's old videos where he would take the Yankee and he rub it like this. So that's what my son does every time when he opens a candle. He just does that. So good. Oh, I got this at the thrift store the other day from 1997. It's a glow in the dark pumpkin stack candle from Candle Craft Company. Still wrapped. It says $4.99 on the back. 10-inch pencil candle. That was pretty cool. I love collecting all this kind of vintage stuff. So it was like $2 or something like that. About 4 from Braskov, and thank you for answering the question. Shame we can't use both your code. Yeah, so you just got to figure out what's best. What's going to save you more money at the end of the day? What's going to save you some more money? Andrea, cool. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for the kind words there. Yeah, this is a 1980s house. It's not open concept. I don't have a entryway, a 20-foot ceiling. I don't have any of that stuff there. The cherry cola from Kringle. Yeah, I love it. I burned that. That was so good. Yeah, that cherry cola is nice. They're not vintage. They're Walmart a couple years ago. I do have some other vintage ones, but these are nice because they stack. I have some Empire ones, and some Union ones. And I do have a lot of old vintage blow molds, especially for Christmas. And this is from Walmart this year. The Beware Sinus and their blow mold is really nice. Yeah, the cherry cola one's really good. Has a little bit of ginger in there. So if you're not a huge fan of ginger, there is some ginger in there, but it's nice. And we can do some more lives for additional launches throughout the year. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. The Halloween is just so special, right? It's just a special time because it's like my third or fourth year doing the live for Halloween and the whole midnight launch of the first collection. Yeah, we can do that. Over the top popcorn smell. If you like the buttered popcorn from like an AMC movie theater, that's what you get in here. You get a buttery popcorn, the super sweet buttery notes. Live for Christmas, yeah, we can do that. Mr. Kringle points. I had heard that their points might start expiring soon. Like they're going to start doing that. But I don't know if that's true or not. I had like 60,000 points. Can't use them. I used to use them all the time when they had like a free candle or a free, when they would sell their sauces and stuff. I would just use that all the time. Just pay the few dollars shipping and get a free candle or a free barbecue sauce. Burn popcorn and cherry cola. That could work. Also, the popcorn one and maybe the root beer float, like the reindeer beer. That's a good one. So if you want a good root beer float, the reindeer beer. Yeah, some mail. Like I would reach out to customer service if you're having any kinds of issues on the website, or try like maybe a new browser window or a private browsing window and sign in. See if there's maybe a cache issue going on there. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not sure, and it might be like they expire after a year. I don't know the facts on that. But again, you can always reach out to customer service and just see what they say. Halloween Live is so special. I agree. I love it. I love it. I figured a couple years ago, we're all gonna be awake anyhow. Let's chat. Let's talk. Get your questions answered in real time. And now they actually have like a cushion for the seat. It's a lot more enjoyable. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap it up. So yeah, look for my I'll see what I can figure out on the post section of my YouTube, and we'll see what's going to happen there. If we can get Mick and the team over at Kringle some kind of poll for what fragrances everybody wants to migrate from country to the Kringle lineup there. So, all right, folks. So this, if you didn't just joined us later, this will be available on the YouTube there. I don't know how the chat works, but if you watch this, you'll kind of hear and listen to the answers that Mick answered there. So yeah, once again, thanks to Mick for joining us there, and we'll have more info there. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, and good luck on Friday getting what you want. Remember, 1 per person on the boot crew. I think it's going to be a 2 per person on the Spellbound, like it has been before. $25 for the Spellbound, $34 for the boot crew before any kind of discounts that you use there. So thanks, guys. Have a good one.